Monday. It's not only Wet Monday, it is Money Monday. We all want to retire, but for many, unfortunately, the dream kind of seems unrealistic as they struggle to meet ends meet.
But is it possible to save even if you don't make a lot? Certified Financial Planner Joe Bert is joining us this morning with some great tips for you. Always a pleasure, Joe. Good to see you.
Morning, Amy.
Okay, so let's talk about your first tip this morning, direct deposit. Why is that so big?
Well, because it's the easiest way to save money. It's out of sight, out of mind, so it happens for you automatically goes into some form of account, IRA, 401k, even a non-qualified mutual fund. It allows you to set aside money without you thinking about it. It's got to be automatic.
All right, so let's talk about your 401k. Really, it's all about percentages, right, on this one?
Well, actually, it's percentages have changed, or the rules have changed. Today, if you're under the age of 50, the maximum amount that the government will allow you to put in this year is $18,000. If you're over 50, they give you what's called a catch-up. It says, you know, you haven't had much time, you don't have much time left. They allow you to put in an extra $6,000, so you can put up to $24,000 into your 401k. And an IRA, you can put in this year $5,500 if you're under the age of 50, and $6,500 if you're over the age of 50. Honest to gosh, this is the best way to save for your retirement. I'm really concerned about people retiring today because most people are only going to have Social Security, and if you're living on Social Security in your retirement years, you're under the poverty level. So you've got to save for your retirement.
Yeah, that's scary when you hear those numbers. Joe, what if your company does not offer you a 401k? What if you work for yourself? That's another big thing.
Sure, if you work for yourself, you have an opportunity to set up a 401k or even what's called a SEP IRA. SEP IRA will allow you to set aside a lot more money. You have it up until you file your taxes to do the SEP. If you do just a regular IRA, you have up until April 15th to get a tax deduction for last year. So once again, the limits for an IRA are $5,500 if you're under the age of 50, $6,500 if you're over the age of 50, and you have up until April 15th to get that tax deduction for last year. You know, everybody's looking for tax deductions, and it's the cleanest, safest way to get a tax deduction. Put that money in there.
What about a good old savings account? Does anybody even have one anymore?
Well, you need to have a savings account for emergency. You got to remember that savings is for emergency kinds of things. Investing is for the long term. So you should have some money set aside for that emergency time when the transmission falls out, the roof blows off, or the kids get sick. But savings today, unfortunately, don't pay much.
No, they don't. It's almost laughable.
It's really a struggle, right?
Yeah. All right, Joe Bert, always a pleasure. How can people find you?
Just Google me. 2 words, Joe Bert, B-E-R-T.
All right, always a pleasure, dear.